to another session with Dan, doing some gentle yoga. Today, I'm going to do a little bit different sequence. Usually I do a very gentle kind of flow, and I thought today, sometimes people might look for a little bit harder sequence. Sometimes I need just a stronger uh, session just to kind of make me feel better that day. And I thought today that we would go through a little more of a traditional vinyasa flow, but sticking to the same basic poses that we do in gentle yoga. So there will be a lot of down dog in this sequence, and I'll give you some modifications to do along the way. So give it a try, see how you like it, and let me know. So let's start by just having a nice couple minutes of transition. So find a nice seated pose. I like to sit on a block, pillow, blanket, something that raises my hips up a little bit, and sit up nice and tall. You can rock back and forth and feel your sitting bones right at the bottom of your pelvis, and press those sitting bones into the floor, block, pillow, whatever you're sitting on, lifting up, starting from your belly button, all the way up, all the way through the crown of your head. Sit up nice and tall, close your eyes, and just take a moment here. Check in, see how you're feeling. And as you're going through that check-in process, notice how you're breathing. Breathing might be rather shallow, coming out of your unconscious breathing state. So slowly transition from that unconscious breathing to a conscious breath, where you're deliberately inhaling consciously and exhaling. And allow that focused breath to become a little longer, a little elongated, letting the inhale drive the length and letting the exhale follow in the footsteps of the inhale, so that the exhale is about the same length as the inhale. An easy way to do that is to just count slowly on your inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Allow the breath to continue equally. Inhaling, exhaling, maintaining a nice straight back and lifting up. Allowing the breath to just start to circle through the body, inhaling through the nose. Allowing the exhale to exit through the nose or the mouth, whatever you're more comfortable with there. Bring your palms together at your heart center. Keeping the breath nice and steady and even. And take a moment here and bring an intention to your practice today. Whatever that intention may be. Could be that there's something you're looking to do that you've wanted to do. Maybe it's someone you want to call. Maybe it's just wanting to be somewhere special. Whatever it is. Let that intention come into your heart. Acknowledge it. And then gently lower your hands back to your thighs. Take a couple more rounds of nice long inhale and exhales. And then gently open your eyes and relax. All right, so we're going to start standing up. And if you've done a regular vinyasa class, this will feel fairly familiar. If you haven't, you can follow along. If you want to have a block handy, we'll sometimes use a block, kind of intermix a little bit, see how it goes. Some people will need it more than others, but come to the front of your mat, find a nice standing position. Your toes can be touching with your heels slightly apart, or your feet can be a little bit wider towards like hip width, whichever you find more comfortable. But regardless, bring your feet into position, find a nice standing pose. Stand up nice and tall. Press the feet into the mat, lifting the toes up a little bit, really feeling the bottom of the foot pressing into the mat. Let the toes gently come back to the mat. Keep standing up nice and tall. Come back to your breath. Find that nice steady breathing. And then inhale the arms up. And then as you exhale, forward fold, coming all the way down, letting the knees be soft, letting the head drop. Inhale up to a flat back. And then exhale, letting the head drop, bringing your hands down to the mat, coming to a forward plank, to a high plank. And then you can choose to do chaturanga, coming down, and then come into up dog, and then come back to down dog. So these first few sun salutations, we're going to go really slow, just to sort of warm up, feel how the body is doing today. We're going to take 5 breaths in this down dog position here. So press the fingers into the mat. Keep the knees a little soft. Lift the hips up. Press the heels back and down. And then we're going to come back to a flat back. So a couple ways you can come. You can jump. You can step. You can walk your hands back and then step forward, whichever is going to be comfortable for you. Now, a jump looks like this. To a flat back. Forward fold down. Inhale all the way back up. Hands reach up. And back to Tadasana. Again, inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold all the way down, knees soft, letting the head drop. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, hands to the mat, step to plank, lower chaturanga. Upward dog. Back to down dog. Again, 5 breaths here. Now, it is perfectly reasonable if down dog is really hard on your wrists, you can always do it a dolphin pose, which is this. So, equally good as down dog, basically the similar pose. Obviously, the transitions are a little trickier, but you can still do them. You can still sort of come up. And then we'll step forward this time. Step to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. And back to Tadasana. Again, inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold all the way down. Head drops, knees are soft. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, step to plank. Now, you can do chaturanga this way. Drop the knees, point the toes, lower down. Inhale, upward dog. Back to down dog. Again, 5 breaths here. Again, you can do dolphin if you want. Really pressing with the fingers, spreading the fingers wide, bending the knees a little bit, lifting the hips farther up, pressing the heels down. Last breath. You can come out this way, walk your hands back. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. And back to Tadasana. Come back to the front. Okay, here we go. Ready? Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale to plank. You choose how you want to do chaturanga or not at all. You can come right back to down dog if you want. You can do this form of chaturanga. Inhale the upward dog. Back to down dog. Now, inhale. Right leg up as high as you can. Reach up, reach up. Big inhale. As you exhale, knee comes forward up towards your chin. Inhale back. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale back. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale back. And open up to 3-legged dog. Letting that right leg open up to the side. And then back down. Inhale the left leg back up. Exhale, knee to chin. Inhale back up. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. To 3-legged dog. And back. Couple breaths here. Step, jump, or walk your hands to flat back. Flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms all the way up. And back to Tadasana. Again, nice and strong feet. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale to plank. We'll do a regular chaturanga if you want. Upward dog. Back to down dog. Inhale the right leg up as high as you can. Exhale, step it through. Come to low lunge. Now, have the back toes curled under right here for a moment. Have your forearms and elbows together. Inhale, lift the elbows as high as you can. Again, inhale, lift the elbows. And then on the exhale, bring your weight forward. Bring your weight forward as far as you can. Uncurl those back toes. Point the toes straight back. Come back to an upright position. Inhale the arms up. Let the gaze go up between your hands. Press the palms together. Strongly, with energy. Bring the hands back to your heart center. Hands to the mat. Curl the back toes. Back to down dog. Inhale the left leg up and back as high as you can. Exhale, step it through. Back toes curled under. Palms, forearms, elbows come together. Inhale, lift the elbows. Inhale, lift the elbows. And bring the weight forward. Come forward. Uncurl the back toes. Point the toes back. Come on back to upright position. Inhale the arms up. Reach with the fingers as high as you can. Let the gaze go up between your hands. Press the palms together with energy. And hands back to your heart center. Hands to the mat. Come back to down dog. 5 breaths here. If you're tired, come into child's pose. If your arms hurt, you can try dolphin. But child's pose is always a good option if you want. Never hurts to take a break, to take child's pose. Keep breathing. 1 more breath. And then step or jump or walk your back into flat back pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way back up. And back to Tadasana. All right. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step to plank. Chaturanga, any version that works for you or not at all. Inhale to a flat back. Inhale to upward dog. Back to down dog. Inhale the right leg up. And then as you exhale, step the right foot forward by bring the right hand to the middle of the mat. Stepping that foot forward as far as you can. Hands on the mat to the inside of your foot. Right knee is going to be pressing up against the right shoulder. If you need it, you can use a block, or if you want it, sometimes a block can be handy in this pose to really be able to sink your hips further. So you can use a block on any height that feels right. Keep this right knee pressing in. Keep the back heel pressing towards the wall behind you. Back leg should be as straight as you can make it. Sink the hips a little bit lower. Lift the chest. Breathe nice and steady. Should be getting nice and warm by now. And then block out of the way. Bring your hands back to the mat. Lift the right foot. Slide the right hand under the right foot. And step back to down dog. And then inhale the left leg up and back. And then as you step forward, bring the left hand to the middle. Stepping the left foot as far as you can forward. Maybe using the block. Maybe not. But again, whether you're using the block or not, keep that left knee pressing into your left arm. Back leg is straight. Hips are sinking. Chest is lifting. Breath is steady. Keep the breath nice and even. Alright, then we'll come out, we'll move the block out of the way, hands to the mat, bring the left hand under the left foot, step back to down dog. We'll take 5 breaths here, nice and steady. Hands are pressing into the mat, fingers are spread, side body really stretching up, hips lift up. Chest is pressing down towards the floor, towards your toes. Step jump back or walk to flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up. And back to Tadasana. All right. So those are all variants of the standard Sun Salutation A. So we'll do the last Sun Salutation A. Inhale the arms up. Just a basic one. No changes. Forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step to plank. Chaturanga. Up dog. Back to down dog. 5 breaths. Step, jump, or walk your feet to your hands. To a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. And back to Tadasana. All right, I'm going to do a couple rounds, Sun Salutation B. So, have your feet, again, toes together, heels apart, or feet hip width apart, whichever you feel more comfortable with. Stand up nice and tall. Press the feet into the mat. Inhale the arms, bend the knees, coming into chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands to the mat, step to plank, to Chaturanga. Maybe lower the knees version. Inhale to upward dog, back to down dog. Inhale the right foot up as you take a big exhale, and then inhale, stepping the foot forward, coming to warrior one pose. So back foot's turned in, front leg is bent, arms are up. Press the palms together. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Vinyasa if you want. You can skip the vinyasa anytime. Vinyasa is that plank to Chaturanga, up dog flow. Inhale, left leg back up. Exhale. Inhale, step it forward. Come on up to warrior one. Press the palms together. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Chaturanga. Up dog. Back to down dog. 5 breaths. Step or walk your feet to your hands, to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come on back to chair. And then back to Tadasana. One last time, Sun Salutation B. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale the flat back. Exhale, plank to Chaturanga. Up dog. Back to down dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale. Inhale. Step it forward. Warrior one. Press the palms together. Exhale, hands to the mat. Vinyasa. Back to down dog. Reach the left leg back. Exhale. Step it forward. Warrior one. Press the palms together. Exhale. Hands to the mat. Vinyasa. Back to down dog. 5 breaths here. Feel free to come to child's pose. I know I'm looking forward to child's pose, so feel free to get there anytime you want. A couple more breaths. And then lower your knees. Spread the knees wide. Let the toes be near each other. And come all the way down into child's pose. And just rest for a couple minutes here. As you're in this pose, let the awareness of how the energy is flowing through your body. Notice the quality of your breath. And then slowly come on up out of your child's pose. And I'm going to come forward here. And we're going to do forearm plank. Start with a forearm plank. So bring your forearms to the mat. Interlace your fingers. Walk your elbows in. So nice and snug towards the inner line of the body. Step your right foot back. Step your left foot back, coming into a nice forearm plank. So, reach the crown of the head forward. Press the heels back. Engage your core. Pressing the forearms into the mat. So you've got 3 actions really. You're reaching forward with your crown of the head. Pressing back with your heels and sort of lifting with your core. So you're stretching in both directions and elevating at the same time. So you don't want to be sinking down. You don't want to be up. Nice and flat. Steady breath. One more breath. And then lower down. Bring your forehead to the mat. Bring your hands back by your sides with your palms down. Tops of the feet are pressing into the floor. Now, bending your elbows, slide your hands up towards your waist, come up onto your fingertips. And then on an inhale, press your feet into the mat, lift your head, lift your chest, lift your shoulders, squeeze the elbows in, squeeze them in, press and lift. Press with the feet, squeeze with the elbows, lift with the back body. Steady breath. And then release. Come on down. Bring your hands to your forehead for just a moment. Then bring your forehead to the mat. Bring your hands to your lower ribs. Inhale. Press all the way up to upward dog. And then back to down dog. Nice, long, slow breaths here. Nice, long, slow breaths. come back to our forearm plank position. Interlace your fingers. Walk your elbows in. This time we're going to come into dolphin pose. So it's going to start the same as forearm plank. So start with your legs straight back. You're in forearm plank. And then lift the hips, walk the feet under. Press the forehead towards your feet. Keep walking the feet as far as you can. Bend the knees a little bit, soften the knees, press your head, your forehead towards your toes. Then straighten the legs, press the heels towards the mat. Steady breath. Then to come out, walk your feet back, come back to forearm plank, and then lower the knees. Spread the knees wide, and come to child's pose. Let the breath be nice and long and deep and steady here. And then come on up. And come to a seated position. I'll start here for you to see. And grab your shins. Walk your feet in, lift your chest nice and tall. And then just lift the feet off the mat so you can balance. So you're lifting your chest, keeping the feet off the mat, just in this pose. So now I'm going to I'll turn to the side so you can see me from this position. So again, walk the feet in. Grab the shins, lift the feet off the mat. Stay balanced on your sitting bones. Now, we're going to come up into Navasana pose, sometimes boat pose. And I want you to make sure, keep your chest up. So we don't want to sink all the way back. We want to keep the chest lifted. And then you're going to lift the feet up. And wherever, everyone's going to be at a different spot. So you may only get your feet here. Right? Some people can have their feet straight up. Right? We want to lift the feet as high as you can. See if you can straighten the legs any amount. Keep the chest lifted. Reach with your hands. Steady breath. And then bring the shins in. Don't let the feet come to the mat. Keep lifting the chest. Stay balanced on the sitting bones. And we'll go one more time. Extend the legs, lift the feet, reach with the hands, lift the chest. Steady breath. And then bring the chins back in and lower the feet down. And then come back onto your back. Do a bridge pose. So walk your feet in, make sure your feet are parallel to each other. We don't want the feet spread wide. We want them in line with your hips. Feet are parallel. And then press with your feet into the mat to lift the hips. Okay? Maybe you can walk your feet in a little closer. And walk back and forth, letting the shoulder blades really come underneath. And then bring your hands, interlace your fingers underneath. Keep walking back and forth so the back of your arms can be underneath. That's what you're pressing down into the mat. Pressing with those hands towards the mat, Maybe reaching towards your toes, or your heels, sorry. Keep lifting the hips. Nice and steady. Press with the feet one more time. Reach with the hands. Lift the hips a little bit higher. And then release the hands. Slowly lower the hips down. And then bring the left knee in towards the chest. Extend the right leg. Press the right leg into the mat. Pull the left knee towards your shoulder. Moving it around a little bit to find sensation. What feels good. And then bring the right knee into your chest. Grab both hands around the right knee. Extend the left leg straight out. Pressing the left leg into the mat. Pulling that right knee up towards your chest. Keeping the breath nice and steady and even still. Bring the left knee back in towards the chest. Rock back and forth. And then lower the feet back to the mat. Cross the right ankle over the left knee. Walk the left foot in. If this is enough sensation, you can stay here. Sometimes this just crossing the leg can be create sensation right here on the outer hip. If you feel good, lift the left foot, reach through, grab the back of the left thigh. Pull that left thigh towards you as you press the right knee away from you. Keep the breath steady. And then release the left leg. Uncross the legs. Cross the left ankle over the right knee. Stay here if this is enough. Otherwise, lift the right foot, reach through, grab the back of the right thigh, and pull that right thigh towards you as you press the left knee away from you. Gently release. Extend your arms out wide, palms up. Cross the left leg over the right. And then pressing with the right foot, lift the hips up a little bit, slide the hips to the left as the knees fall to the right. Now, what we want to do in this pose, we can use a support because we want to make sure that the opposite shoulder that we're rotating, so in this case my left shoulder, we don't want the left shoulder coming off the floor. That sort of removes the effects of the twist. So I'm going to find a support position so that when I rotate over, right, I'm not coming all the way down to the floor, and that's going to keep my chest down on the floor. And that helps support my twisting function. And I get a better twist than if this block isn't here and I let my feet come, my shoulder comes up, and I'm really losing the effects of the twist at that point. So that's the reason we want to have some support here, is we want to keep that twisting effect going. I don't want to lose it. Let your gaze go out towards your left fingertips. And start to really let go of that strong, steady breathing. You can start to allow your breath to quiet. Letting the belly soften here. And then to come out, bring your head back to center. Bring your hips back to center. Uncross the legs. Cross the right leg over the left. Bring whatever you're using for support to the other side. Press the left foot, lift the hips a little bit. Swing the hips to the right as the legs fall to the left here. And then your gaze goes out over your left, towards your right fingers. Notice my shoulder is still on the floor here, right? I'm not up in this position. I'm all the way down. You want to stay there. And sometimes you'll notice when you're in this position, for a minute, for multiple breaths here, sometimes you can find you can move that support a little bit farther out, giving you a little bit more twist and not lose that shoulder coming off the mat. So it's the effect of, as you stay in the position, you'll get a little bit more space, like all poses generally. Let the breath start to really ease back and be quiet and soft. And then to come out, you're going to bring your head back to center. Rotate the hips back to center, uncross the legs. Extend the legs out straight. Bring your arms by your side. As we head into Shavasana. Let go of any steady breath. Let go of any effort. So send the message to the body that it's Shavasana time. So there's no expectation of effort or work. You're just asking the body to be quiet and to be still for just a few minutes as the body gets to enjoy the pleasures of Shavasana. Eyes are closed. Breath is moving towards an unconscious breathing. Your belly is soft. Shavasana. motion back into the body. Maybe moving the fingers, toes, just waking the body back up as we come out of Shavasana. Keeping your eyes closed, roll over onto your right side with your knees bent. And continuing to take your time, make your way up to a comfortable seated position. Keeping the eyes closed. Sit up nice and tall, pressing the sitting bones into the floor like we began our practice. Lifting up all the way through the spine, through the crown of the head. Bring your palms together at your heart center. Bring a little smile to your face. Bring a sense of gratitude and love into your heart. Namaste. I hope you enjoyed this flow today, and feel free to send me any questions or put any comments in that you find might be helpful. And I hope you have a great day. Thank you. See you soon.